seriously the interview of Mrs.
Is of Cambridge Analytica.
Okay.
People is now much more concerned, and it is also an important moment for the EU as a whole, for the integrity of this entity. So beyond the vote for this one or that one political party, this is really a game changer event.
Yes, indeed.
Agnieszka, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think we should follow what you just said. It answers the question.
Veronica?
Yeah, I think that focusing on the integrity of the EU it's a good idea, especially because of the elections, and so we should.
This is a strategic moment for the European Union. It's an historical event. The integrity of the EU is at stake. So beyond the vote for this party or the other one, question is about online manipulation, disinformation and fake news. But Cambridge Analytica is just the peak of an iceberg. Many other Cambridge Analytica cases are still taking place. It doesn't mean that we're not effective with our rules. But Cambridge Analytica is not an exceptional case. It's the mirror of the current predominant business model, which in the past was oriented to use data for unsolicited communications, commercial purposes. But now profiling is relevant by a wider perspective. It is extremely relevant to verify the categories of voters to be influenced. Of course, voters are adults enough to take their own views. But we demonstrated that online manipulation, fake news, and disinformation may give a contribution in terms of radicalization of their views. European elections will come around the first anniversary of the Gdpr, General Data Protection Regulation. And 1 year after, we registered 600 cases where we have to sit around the table and verify who is competent. We received 255,000 complaints from citizens, and therefore now we are discussing 62 years after the creation of the European Community, now replaced by the European Union, which is an entity, about the future of this integration process. You may disagree about what Europe is today. You may have a different viewpoint. You may go for a nationalistic approach, for sovereignty. But this process is to be, let's say, based on convinced and mature and informed process by voters, not by messages selected unfairly in a way which you don't realize.
Since it's you accountable for final decisions. But since I am the main advisor, I should tell you how I see, on the basis of my long-term experiences, more than 23 years that I'm in this area, what I believe will happen in a few years from now, and how, in my view, the legislator should be ready for changes. We should not be surprised by changes. This is why we're recommending to start now. If we start late, when artificial intelligence, 5G and big data will be a reality, it will be too late.